The East Valley's Legislative District 12 has been a safe Republican seat for years. It's a fast-growing district, taking in parts of Gilbert, Queen Creek, and Santan Valley. But now, one of the two Republicans running for the two House seats, Jake Hoffman, has seen his company banned by Facebook for running a so-called troll farm. It set up fake accounts, many run by Valley teenagers, to spread disinformation. Hoffman, who's also a Queen Creek City Councilman, hasn't been accused of any crimes, but district voters might be wondering if there are alternatives. One of them is Kristin Clark. She is a Democrat running as a writing candidate, and she joins us on Square Off. Kristin, good to see you.
Good to see you, Bram.
I'll start with the obvious. The LD12 is not exactly fertile ground for a Democrat. What makes you think you can win over voters in this red district?
I entered this race not out of any self-interest, but because I was asked by numerous community members and LD12 voters to provide an option to vote against Jake Hoffman and his unethical businesses. I know that I have already had votes from members of the Democratic Party, the Republican Party, and those who choose no party preference. There is a hunger and a need for an option that is not Jake Hoffman.
So did you start as a write-in after the news about Jake Hoffman and his Facebook pages came out? Is that when it happened?
Correct. Yes, the Washington Post article on September 15th was read by many voters in LD12. And the days following that, I was contacted by numerous friends and other LD12 voters. And that's why on September 19th, I decided to take the very late decision to become a write-in candidate. We've had our campaign going for less than 30 days, but we've had a lot of interest. We have a lot of donations from community members who know that we need a common voice, a middle ground voice in LD12. We don't need the anti-government, far to one side of the spectrum opinions representing us in the State House.
Okay, so again, it's a red district. What do you bring as a Democrat to this red district?
I am running as a Democrat, but if when elected to represent LD12 in the State House, I will represent every voter. Unlike Jake Hoffman, who states that he will, I know he will not, because he has already done things to create divisiveness in the community. I have experience in government. I've worked with Maricopa County for over a decade managing their budget and finance. I have a proven history of public trust, and I know that I'm the right candidate to represent every member of LD12.
So if you are a Democrat, where do you think you would break with the Democratic caucus in the House? Which issues would you just not go along with?
I can't really speak to that right now. I haven't discussed anything with the Democratic caucus at this time. I know that schools are important to everyone, including in LD12. In LD12, we like school choice. And what that means is ensuring that the choice that 95% of Arizona families make, public schools, is fully funded and respected by the state government. It currently is not.
Charter schools, good issue, because many Democrats have a hard time with charter schools here in Arizona. They think they're private businesses that siphon off money. The person you would be replacing, Representative Eddie Farnsworth, became a charter school millionaire.
That's correct. He did.
He did. A leading advocate for charter schools. Do you have a problem with that, with the way charter schools are run?
I am very supportive of school choice, and I've seen the benefits that charter schools can make on our community. However, right now, Arizona does not have strong enough regulations and reviews for those charter school processes. There's really no excuse for charter schools, which are technically public schools, to be falling under different rules and regulations than our traditional public schools right now.
What about social issues? They're very important in that district, given what may or may not happen with Roe versus Wade in the Supreme Court at the federal level. What do you think about pursuing restrictions on abortion here in Arizona?
I know that LD12 voters really value freedom and independent decisions. And that is why medical issues such as women's reproductive health should be kept between a doctor and patient. The patient can talk with their spiritual advisors, their family, make those decisions with their medical providers. I would ensure that LD12 voters can retain that sort of medical choice freedom that they really respect.
And I'll end with questions about your votes on the two ballot propositions. Are you a yes or a no on Prop 208 to create a new revenue stream for K-12 education?
I did choose to vote yes on Prop 208 this cycle. The legislature has had
Okay, looks like Kristin, I think you just froze there.
I did, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Again, the legislature has many years to fully fund our schools, but instead they've systematically defunded the schools. We need to correct that. This is one way to get some needed money right back into the classroom, and it will not make a substantial impact on any of the people currently affected by the regressive taxes that the state has adopted.
And the other ballot initiative, Prop 207, to legalize recreational marijuana. Are you a yes or a no?
I am currently undecided on Prop 207. While I support a lot of freedom of choice, I do have concerns with how the bill is written and how it will impact the criminal justice system. So I'm still reaching out to people in the community to gather more information on Prop 207.
Okay. So as we said at the start, you are a write-in candidate. Your name is not on the ballot. So what do people have to do to write you in?
It's very easy. All you have to do is write in my name, Kristin Clark, and fill in the oval. If you go to my website, www.writeinkristin.com, there's a video that will show you how to do it. It's simple, easy, and please vote for me and tell your friends to do the same.
All right, Kristin Clark, thank you so much for joining us. Best of luck.
Thank you very much.